Major breaking news from within the world of the Democratic Party. Senator Bernie Sanders, according to aides, has not ruled out running for president again in 2024 if Joe Biden doesn't run. There is a very interesting article in the Washington Post. Senator Bernie Sanders is open to running for president in 2024 if Biden declines to seek re-election, according to a campaign memo a top political advisor distributed to allies on Wednesday and shared with the Washington Post. Quote, in the event of an open 2024 Democratic primary, Senator Sanders has not ruled out another run for president. So we advise that you answer any questions about 2024 with that in mind. This is a memo from Faz Shakir, close Sanders advisor, who managed his campaign in 2020. The memo was shared by a person with direct knowledge of its contents on the condition of anonymity because it was not released publicly, and confirmed by a second person with direct knowledge of the contents. So many in my audience have been clamoring, saying 2024 will finally be the time for Bernie. Everybody will realize that it was a mistake in 2016 for him not to be the nominee, and it was a mistake in 2020 for him to not be the nominee, and or it was stolen from him. And 24 is when Bernie will sail to the nomination and then sail to the presidency. I think that this is a really bad idea. I know many in my audience will be furious with me. I like Bernie. I supported Bernie in 2016. I supported Bernie in 2020. Yes, I acknowledged when Bernie no longer had a shot in those campaigns and said, well, I'm going to vote for the best alternative of those who are left. But I'm a Bernie supporter from 2016 and 2020. I don't think Bernie should talk about running in 2024. I don't even think Bernie should be considering running in 2024. And I'm ready for the hate. At this point, Bernie Sanders has become a perennial candidate in the sense of the guy who always runs and never wins. It doesn't mean he never could have won or should have won or that he wouldn't have been a great president. I think he would have. Bernie will be 83 years old in 2024. His term would start in 2025. He would be, I don't remember what month he was born in, but he would be 87 or 88 at the time that this Bernie Sanders term would end. This just doesn't seem, if you zoom out, big picture, 30,000 foot view, like the direction that the Democratic Party should go. To say, okay, we've had what we've had in the last 8 years. We have all the history that we've had. Let's make our nominee, after all of the criticisms of wanting and needing someone younger than Biden, let's go with the 83-year-old who lost twice. It just doesn't seem like the way to go. And I'm willing to hear other arguments, and I'm ready for people to cancel me over this. But it doesn't seem like the best thing for the party. I don't really care about the party. It also doesn't seem like the best thing for the progressive movement, which I do care about. Now, who's better than Bernie? That's a separate segment. We're not even through the midterms. That's a different conversation. But it's time for a new generation to lead, not someone even older than Biden who's lost twice. And I hate to say it. These are tough. This is a tough pill for me to swallow, but who's not nearly as popular as looking at Twitter and Reddit makes it seem. That's the reality. I think it's been enough. And quite frankly, I worry that it could even start to border on embarrassing and kind of a joke if Bernie runs again. I think that there will be a lot of very unserious, this is a joke type reactions if Bernie runs again in 2024. I don't question the genuine desire of Bernie to do what he wants to do and that he cares about the thing. I share it. I'm aligned with him. I'm highly aligned. I'm not speaking as an ideologue here. I'm speaking as a strategist and thinking about what makes the most sense from that perspective in 2024. With respect, this is my view. I don't hate anybody. I'm not attacking anybody. I just think this is not the right way to go. So my thought would be, don't run in 2024, Bernie. I am ready. I am so ready to hear your thoughts. Find me on Twitter at dpacman. Tell me whether you agree or disagree. Any responses to this that are toxic ad hominems Some will be anti-Semitic, even though it's crazy. I'm Jewish and Bernie's Jewish, but this is the type of commentary that leads to anti-Semitic replies from some in my audience. It's all going to go where it belongs, straight into the trash. But substantive replies, I'm ready for. Find me on Twitter at dpacman. One of our longtime sponsors is Vincero Collective. If you don't know Vincero yet, it's the place to go for quality watches, sunglasses, and more. Serious style, undeniable quality, and total versatility put Vincero really at the top of the game, and their newest watch release is no exception. It's the Argo Automatic. It spotlights everything I love about Vincero. I got the Argo Automatic in frost white. This is a dive watch, which is, of course, a staple in the watch world, but I really think Vincero found a way to make this one stand out. I love the gradient blue accent of the hour markers against the solid white face. I really love all of their watches, and I own a bunch, but the Argo is probably my favorite so far. Vincero sunglasses and jewelry and other accessories are awesome too. An excellent way to elevate any outfit. Vincero Collective is giving my audience 15% off all products and free shipping. Go to vincerocollective.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.